Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, so in the last lecture we have studied about this thing, the formation of rock. So in that regard, we'll be today covering what the weathering of rock. Okay, so when it comes to this weathering of rocks, the first definition that comes to your mind is actually what the breaking down of the rock. Okay, so weathering in normal terms it can be considered as the breakdown of rocks. So the formation takes place. How does the formation of these rocks take place? We have already studied. Okay. So now in weathering, what you can consider is weathering is a process which basically occurs on the Earth's surface. Okay. Then it produces changes to the landscape that influence surface and subsurface topography. So basically, all the formations which takes place apart from rock formation, okay, the land reform or you can say the land redevelopment that occurs due to these weathering process itself. Okay. Now there are two different aspects. This is we'll be covering this topic very quickly because this is something we have already studied. Okay, so we'll be brushing up the already studied concepts faster, and the points which we have not studied, we'll be discussing it in detail. Okay, so whenever weathering the term comes out, there is another term with along with weathering that coins out, that is erosion. Okay, so basically you have to understand the difference between weathering and erosion both. Okay, this weathering is basically what the physical disintegration or chemical or biological agent due to biological agents, chemical agents, all these agents causes what disintegration of the rock. Okay, or basically the earth surface. बट इरोजन इज व्हाट ये जो तुम्हारा डिसइंटीग्रेटेड पार्टिकल्स है या यू कैन से वेदर्ड मटेरियल्स है ठीक वेदरिंग होने के बाद जब प्रोडक्ट ऑब्टेन हुआ transportation of that weathered material by any means like water wind ice or gravity that is known as erosion. Okay, so there is a very huge difference between weathering and erosion, so next time don't get confused between both. Okay, then the main thing you have to study about weathering is the types of weathering. So this weathering can be broadly classified into four categories. It can be logically classified into three categories only, that is mechanical, chemical, and biological. But the fourth one, the differential weathering, that is not a kind of weathering exactly. It is not weathering itself, but it is considered as uh, you know to be one of its different things. We'll study how it is considered. There is some involvement of other factors as well. Okay. So talking about further classification, this mechanical weathering can be classified further into categories like exfoliation, frost wedging, then temperature, salt wedging, and abrasion. These are all what? These are types of weathering under mechanical weathering. Okay. So basically these are designated on what this thing concept. इसके पीछे concept क्या है? The concept is the process through which these weathering takes place. Okay. So these are all mechanical process. Exfoliation हो गया, frost wedging हो गया, temperature हो गया. These are all the different mechanical processes which causes mechanical weathering. Okay. So based on those processes, we have classified them. Then chemical weathering की अगर बात करें तो there will be carbonation, hydrolysis, hydration can be there, then oxidation and solution could be there. Okay. And talking about biological weathering, we all know up till now we have studied that only the root of plants may cause this biological weathering. But what can happen is, just a minute. Yeah, but what can happen is certain licensed algae or decaying plants or you can say microbes also they can cause this type of the third type of weathering, that is biological weathering. So one by one we'll see with the help of images that how these weatherings are caused. Okay, so I hope there's no need to explain these kind of weathering. Okay, mechanical means physical weathering. Physical disintegration जब भी हो जाए तो without the change in chemical composition. Okay, physical disintegration of rock without the change in chemical composition of the rock. That is what? That is mechanical weathering. Then comes the chemical weathering. मतलब अगर due to any external or internal agent, what happens? The chemical structure of the or chemical composition of the rock is altered. ठीक, या अपने आप हो जाए या फिर external agents की वजह से अगर alteration होता है. So that is your chemical weathering. The third one is disintegration of the particular rocks. They are caused by certain living organisms. Okay, it may be plant roots, it may be microorganisms, it may be algae lichens, etc. okay, microscopic plants, then all of these agents are what? Biological agents. So they'll be causing biological weathering. So this is the very first process in mechanical weathering, that is exfoliation. Okay. See, this is an example of one beautiful example of exfoliation. Now, just forget about the definition and just look at the kind of rocks. Okay, in this particular image, what is the pattern you can observe in these rocks? Anybody who can answer what is the pattern, or what is there, what is the speciality in these rocks which you can see by physical examination? Anybody? Yes, Pratham Kumar.
Sir, parallel alignments are there.
Yes, जो तुम लोगों को दिख रहा होगा वो क्या दिख रहा होगा? There are certain parallel alignments, okay, formed in that. The layered structure जैसा तुम्हें दिखाई दे रहा हो. Okay. So what is that? This particular type of weathering is exfoliation. एक exfoliation basically क्या होता है? There is due to some whenever the internal pressure of a rock is released. Okay. Due to that release in pressure, what happens? The disintegration occurs. मतलब किसी भी रॉक के अंदर कोई इंटरनल प्रेशर जब होगा उसकी वजह से व्हाट हैपन्स? द डिसइंटीग्रेशन अकर्स. तो ये जो डिसइंटीग्रेशन होगा ये किसमें होगा तुम्हारे? दिस विल फॉर्म इन सर्टेन पैरेलल अलाइनमेंट. ठीक, जो ये वाला डिसइंटीग्रेशन होगा, दिस इंटीग्रेशन विल form will leave behind what? Traces of parallel alignment. ठीक, yeah, you can say certain patterns or layers it can form in the rock. So this kind of disintegration is known as mechanical weathering. Oh, sorry, exfoliation. This process is what? Exfoliation. Okay, and it is a kind of what? Mechanical weathering. The second one is frost wedging. ये सब तुम लोग, ये वाला तुम लोगों ने साइंस में पढ़ा होगा. बेसिकली ये डायग्राम हर जगह जहाँ भी मैकेनिकल वेदरिंग होती है वहाँ ये सबसे बेस्ट एग्जांपल ही होता है. क्या? कि liquid water it can fill up the cracks in what? In the rock. Okay, now this water when it freezes, it does what? It broadens the crack. क्यों करता है broaden? Because the density of frozen water is higher than the water in liquid form. Okay, आइस की अगर डेंसिटी नापोगे तो वाटर से ज्यादा है. So that is the reason why this expansion takes place. Right? So due to this expansion taking place when the water freezes to ice, what happens? It causes broadening of the cracks, and that may lead to disintegration or breaking of the rock. This is known as frost wedging. Okay. Now, why this is known as wedging? Wedges. How many of you understand wedges? There is a tool called wedge. Okay. What is that tool? ये जो triangle, ये जो ice का shape दिख रहा है बीच में triangular. At one end it is very sharp. At one end it is blunt. Okay. Triangular shape का एक 3D tool होता है. ठीक है. Pyramidal shape का एक tool होता है. Why that wedge is used? Most of the time when log of woods are you have to tear down log of wood, तो क्या करते हैं? ये wedge वहाँ पे फंसा के you start hammering the wedge. तो क्या होगा? लकड़ियों में क्रैक डेवलप होती है and that crack propagates and it breaks down. Okay, similar thing जब manually जब हम लोग querying करते हैं. What is querying operation? You might have studied in BMC. What is querying operation? QUARRING. If I don't get answer, I won't be marking attendance. What do you mean by querying? Okay, what is this operation of obtaining rocks from the hills called? जो तुम लोग पहाड़ों से पत्थर खोद के लेके आते हो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? That is called quarrying of rock. I don't know what you people study in building materials. None of you have studied come across this particular word quarrying. QUARRING. I don't know why you haven't come up with this. Okay, so basically understand like this. एक जो भी तुम्हारे क्वेरी ऑपरेशन क्या होता है, ऑब्टेनिंग द रॉक्स फ्रॉम द दिस थिंग, द हिल्स और माउंटेन्स, जहाँ से भी तुम लोग लेके आते हो रॉक्स कहाँ मिलेंगे, तो वो मोस्टली माउंटेन एरिया, basically excavation of rock, or you can say obtaining of the rocks from those any hilly area or any earth surface. ठीक, कैसे लेके आते हैं, बड़े बड़े रॉक्स होते हैं, ये जो रेड सैंडस्टोन या मार्बल स्टोन की जो फैक्ट्री तुम्हारी लगती है, वो पत्थर तुम कहाँ से लेके आते हो, उसी फॉर्म में थोड़ी ना अवेलेबल होता है। पहले तुम क्या करते हो, बड़े बड़े पत्थर निकालते हो, ठीक, कहाँ से, मोस्टली माउंटेन एरिया से ही निकलते हैं। इफ यू गो टुवर्ड्स राजस्थान, यू विल बी फाइंडिंग दीज क्वेरिंग ऑपरेशन क्वाइट फ्रीक्वेंट। पहाड़ों से बड़े बड़े पत्थर खोद के निकालते हैं। वो कैसे निकालते हैं, आइदर बाय ब्लास्टिंग ऑपरेशन, बाय, और second one is the man-made techniques. Man-made techniques में they make use of these wedges, ठीक है, जब स्मॉल स्केल पे वही ऑपरेशन करना होता है तो वेजिंग करके निकालते हैं। okay, इसी वेजिंग ऑपरेशन का मैकेनिज्म सेम होता है, बट इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग द टूल्स एंड वेजेस, what we do is we place dynamites or certain explosives over there, and we just blow up those explosives, which does what, which the thing breaks the rock from that place, okay, which helps to propagate the certain spaces or certain cracks, right? So this is how the quarrying operation is done. Next is your temperature changes. Temperature changes की वजह से naturally physical weathering होती है। कैसे? Temperature changes could be diurnal, that means daily temperature changes, और seasonal temperature changes, both can be there. दिन में गर्मी रहेगी, शाम को ठंडी रहेगी, so this frost and heave action, ठीक है, always this comes up with what, freezing and thawing, ये जो action तुमने सुना होगा, ठीक है, this it is quite frequently used in chemistry, sorry. Okay, so this, what happens, warmer temperature, it causes the minerals to expand, and cooler temperature, they cause them to contract. So in both the cases, it will lead to propagation of cracks, and this is a very slow process. You cannot observe it daily, but over the period of time, this process, it results in further disintegration of the rock itself. Okay. Temperature का basic effect क्या होता है? Expansion, contraction. So there will be certain minerals which will be responding to this mineral quite extreme manner. फिर कुछ minerals होंगे जो इतना extreme respond नहीं करते होंगे, लेकिन still they will be responding. The next one is salt wedging. Just like this thing, water and ice formation, it causes wedging. Salt also causes wedging in the rocks. How it causes wedging? If the salt is in dissolved form, let's say, okay, it gets deposited in the cracks, okay, and what happens, it will start growing, the crystals grow. So when these crystals grow or they accumulate in the cracks, they will be applying pressure to the surrounding rocks, and they will weaken it until it eventually cracks and breaks down. Okay, so salt wedging is also one of the things which causes mechanical weathering. The salt wedging is most common in drier climates, okay, like desert areas. Over there, for example, Run of Kutch, you won't be finding that much rocks over there, but whenever there is a rock is there over in that area, the salt wedging is the most common process. Next is your abrasion. Anybody now who can explain what is abrasion? You might have come across this in material science, ठीक है, फर्स्ट ईयर में मे बी आई थिंक तुम्हारा कोई रिलेटेड सब्जेक्ट होगा जहाँ पे तुमने एब्रेशन पढ़ा होगा, फिजिक्स में पढ़ा होगा, एक फिर बिल्डिंग मटेरियल एंड कंस्ट्रक्शन में पढ़ा होगा। एग्रीगेट्स कवर हो गया बिल्डिंग मटेरियल में?
नो सर, सभी मोर्टार चल रहा है।
बेटा मोर्टार चल रहा है तो एग्रीगेट क्यों नहीं हुआ कवर? Well, let it be. Apart from that, also you might have come across this particular term very frequently. Abrasion. What is abrasion? It's a very common process. Abrasion is what you call in Hindi. It is घर्षण, ठीक है, बेसिकली फ्रिक्शन से जो डिटेरियोरेशन होगा मटेरियल का, खराब जो होगा मटेरियल, ठीक। फॉर एग्जांपल जो पेवमेंट, जो रोड्स पे तुम लोग व्हीकल मूव करते हैं, ठीक, तो क्या होता है, जो रोड्स पे तुम फॉर एग्जांपल फ्लेक्सिबल पेवमेंट है तुम्हारा, ब्लैक टॉप पेवमेंट जिसे बोलते हैं, ठीक, तो तो जो नॉर्मल रोड्स हैं तुम्हारी उस पे जो ऊपर मटेरियल लगा हुआ है, दो एग्रीगेट्स, दो विटामिन एंड एवरीथिंग, विटामिन असफाल्ट जो तुमने यूज किया है, तो उसमें क्या होता है, थोड़े टाइम के बाद वो रोड क्यों खराब होने लगता है? बिकॉज जो कंटिन्यूअस ऑपरेशन है व्हीकल्स का, इट इज कॉजिंग व्हाट? एब्रेशन। ठीक है, फिर एक टेस्ट होता है एग्रीगेट के लिए, लॉस एंजलिस एब्रेशन टेस्ट, जो हम लोग बिल्डिंग मटेरियल लैब में करते हैं, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन लैब में भी करते हैं। तो व्हाई दिस टेस्ट इज डन? इस टेस्ट से हम लोग एग्रीगेट्स जो होते हैं, जो स्टोन्स के पीसेस होते हैं तुम्हारे, ठीक है, उसको आर्टिफिशियली हम लोग क्या करते हैं, स्टील बॉल्स के साथ रोटेट कराते हैं। उससे क्या होगा कि कितना डैमेज हो रहा है, सरफेस डैमेज। एब्रेशन इज, या नाउ आई फाउंड द राइट टर्म, एब्रेशन इज बेसिकली द डैमेज टू द सरफेस ऑफ एनी मटेरियल, ठीक, व्हेन इट कोलाइड्स विद एनी डिफरेंट मटेरियल और अगेंस्ट ईच अदर। दो पत्थर लो, दो पत्थरों को आपस में कोलाइड कराओ, तो क्या होगा? Do you think anything will happen over there?
heat generate.
क्या होगा? Sorry, I wasn't able to hear you people. Can you repeat again?
The heat generate होगा.
Heat तो बाद में generate होगा. Now we are talking about physical this thing, appearance thing, या physical examination. अगर दो पत्थरों को तुम आपस में
तो थोड़ा खींचने लगेगा.
Exactly, there will be some sort of damage to the surface. ठीक, और ये डैमेज जो होगा ये कैसे होगा? ये सारे रॉक्स में सेम नहीं होता है. अगर तुम्हारा रॉक थोड़ा ग्रैनुलर स्ट्रक्चर है या ब्रिटल इन नेचर है, अगर मान लो सेडिमेंट्री रॉक्स है, तो कंपैरेटिवली क्या होगा? डैमेज ज्यादा होगा. और अगर सेम टाइम पे तुम्हारा इग्नियस रॉक है, मार्बल्स हो गया, स्लेट हो गया, ठीक है, नेसेस हो गया, तो इन इन रॉक्स में क्या होगा? तुम जैसे ही स्ट्राइक करोगे आपस में, तो सरफेस तुम्हारा खराब इतना नहीं होगा. हो सकता है हल्का फुल्का स्क्रैच दिखे, लेकिन सरफेस डैमेज ज्यादा नहीं होगा. सो दैट इज एब्रेशन. ओके, नाउ ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम ऑल दीज रॉक्स आर एक्सपोज टू एब्रेशन. ठीक, फॉर एग्जांपल इस इमेज में अगर तुम देख सकते हो, देयर आर सर्टेन इन नंबर ऑफ रॉक्स एंड द वाटर इज फ्लोइंग ओवर दीज रॉक्स. तो अब इस इन रॉक्स में तुमने देखा होगा, रिवर्स में जितने भी तुम रॉक्स उठाओगे पेबल्स, तो वो क्या होता है, उनका स्ट्रक्चर कैसा होता है? बहुत स्मूथ स्ट्रक्चर होता है. ठीक, और स्मूथ स्ट्रक्चर होगा एंड ऑलमोस्ट स्फेरिकल. ठीक, राउंडेड एजेस, स्फेरिकल स्ट्रक्चर, सब इस टाइप के रॉक्स मिलेंगे तुम्हें रिवर्स एरियाज में, या फिर कोई भी वाटर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर या स्ट्रीम होगा वहां के आसपास. क्यों होता है ऐसा? बिकॉज कंटिन्यूअस जो पानी उस पर से बह रहा है, इट इज generating due to the friction between the water and the other rocks, and also certain striking of the rocks together. What is happening? Continuous abrasion is taking place. तुम्हें पता नहीं चल रहा है, लेकिन माइक्रोस्कोपिक लेवल पे कंटिन्यूस मटेरियल उस पे से रिमूव होता जा रहा है. नाउ सिंस वाटर इज अ लिक्विड एजेंट एंड इट कीप्स ऑन कंटिन्यूसली फ्लोइंग, तो वहां पर जो सरफेस तुम्हारा जनरेट हो रहा है उन रॉक्स पे, वो बहुत स्मूथ जनरेट हो रहा है. अगर यही चीज और किसी चीज की है, लैंडस्लाइड वगैरह होता है, तो उस टाइम पे अगर एब्रेशन हो रहा है, तो दैट विल क्रिएट अ रफ सरफेस. Okay, so that is the difference. So basically my motive of explaining you this abrasion is कि this abrasion also causes the occurrence of abrasion in rocks. It also causes what? Mechanical weathering. Okay. Then comes your chemical weathering. So whenever the disintegration of rocks is caused by any of the process of the following process of chemistry, that is carbonation, hydrolysis, hydration, oxidation, and solution. All these processes you have already studied in chemistry. What are these processes? Okay, so one by one we'll see how these occurs. The very first one is carbonation. Carbonation is what? It is a process by which carbon dioxide and rainwater or moisture in a surrounding will chemically react to produce what? To produce carbonic acid. Okay, so whenever the compounds react to produce carbonic acid, or whenever the carbonic acid production of carbonic acid is taking place, what happens? That this carbonic acid is a weak acid. It will react with what? With the carbonate minerals present in the rocks. It won't be reacting with the entire rock. Lekin rocks are composed of what? One or different kind of, two or different kind of materials. Oh, minerals. Sorry. Just hold on a second. Yes. So this carbonic acid, it will do what? It will react with the carbonate minerals present in the rock, and therefore it will again disintegrate the rock. Okay. See, this is a very beautiful depiction of the rock. See, if a rock gets stuck nearby to the this thing, sea or on a beach area, you can say. So what will happen? The continuous flow of water on that particular rock will make it smooth. Okay, why it will make it smooth? Because water being a liquid agent, it will cause abrasion on a very smooth manner. So it will produce what kind of structure? A smooth texture. Okay. The next process is hydrolysis. Hydrolysis is basically reaction between the H positive and OH negative ions of water in the minerals in the rock. So basically in all the chemical process, what happens is yes. So this hydrolysis, yeah, what I was saying is basically every chemical process, it will take place with the minerals which are present in the rock. Okay. So parent rock के साथ कोई reaction नहीं होगा, लेकिन जो parent rock में minerals present है, those minerals will react with will have a chemical reaction with the agent, okay, reagent. So that process will be leading to disintegration. It will weaken the parent rock, and therefore this weathering will occur. Similarly, hydration is there. Hydration is a very common process. अब ये तो तुम लोगों ने पढ़ा ही होगा, क्योंकि building material में सबसे पहला material तुम्हारा cement ही है, bricks, and then after that cement. Okay, so cement, this hydration is being a civil engineer, you should be aware about this particular process, which is bonding with the H2O. It causes the mineral grains to expand. Okay, this is the process of what? Hydration. So all the properties in cement are based upon how the hydration is taking place. Okay, so therefore all these materials, gypsum जो तुम add करते हो, क्यों करते हो उसमें? Why do you add gypsum to cement? Yes, anybody? Why gypsum is added to the cement?
The binding agent.
Why gypsum is added to the cement? What is
The
the
binding
purpose?
agent.
बाइंडिंग एजेंट नहीं होता है. बाइंडिंग एजेंट तो forget about it.
तो
इनिशियल और फाइनल सेटिंग टाइम पढ़ा है तुम लोगों ने कि नहीं पढ़ा?
हाँ सर समझ गया. ठीक है सर, वो चेंज करने के लिए वो टाइमिंग.
Yes, if you want to retard the setting time of cement, you will be adding what? You'll be adding gypsum. Otherwise क्या होगा? Otherwise the setting of cement will take place immediately, and you will not be able to use the cement for different purpose. Use करने से पहले ही set हो जाएगा. So in order to retard the setting time, we add the gypsum to it. और अगर setting time how much is the initial setting time of cement? Yes, Utkarsh. How much is the initial setting time of cement?
I don't know.
Anybody who can tell me?
Sir, 30 minutes.
Okay, you are asking me or you are telling me? It is 30 minutes, but you have to be sure. No? So 30 minutes is the initial setting time. Okay. I don't know why you people are not aware about these. These are the basic things you should be studying in building materials. Okay, next is in the similar way, oxidation occurs between in the minerals in the rocks. Okay, now this oxidation in the minerals in the rocks will change the color. Okay, it will be always marked with a rusty, or you can say reddish orange appearance. Okay, So this is all also one kind of chemical weathering. Then the last one is solution. Solution is a process where the dissolved minerals, they directly, enter into the cracks or they enter into the water directly. See, if a rock, if the composition of a certain rock is, not that much compact. So what will happen? The moment it will come in contact with water, the minerals will straight away dissolve into the water. Okay, so what will happen? Like for example, one beautiful example is given over here, like limestone and halite. Halite is what? The rock salt. So rock salt, if it is, even if you obtain this rock salt is available in the market also. So if you, put up that rock salt into water, what will happen? The entire rock salt will be dissolving into it directly. There will be certain some amount of impurities in that, but the entire rock salt will be dissolved based upon how much, how big the crystal is. It will certainly dissolve in the water. So basically, this is solution. Okay, then the last kind of weathering is your biological weathering, that is due to organic activity from either microbes like lichen or algae, or it can take place by disintegration by the plant growth. Okay, see, this is one example. Okay, what is this example? These are burrows created by or tunneling which is done by certain small animals. See over here. Okay, so there are certain snails and limpets which will be secreting certain acids and they will be dissolving the rock surface. See why these all these hollow structures are created on the texture of the rock? Because of these particular snails. This kind of rock is very commonly available at the beaches. अगर तुम लोग में से कोई बीच पे गया होगा, so you might have seen this kind of rock is very easily available over there. And even you will be finding all the aquatic animals stuck to that rock, and they'll be continuously degrading that particular rock. Next is plant root. This is very most commonly, this can be very commonly seen in the buildings, in normal buildings also, at domestic buildings or households also. You can see certain plants growing in the edges. Okay, they'll be the roots of the plant slowly they'll be propagating into the rocks and or in normal rocks also and at homes also. Then lichens and algae, all these are what? Decaying plants again. So even they will be causing weathering. Okay, now the last thing, all these things you might have already studied, but what you might not have come across is what is differential weathering. So this differential weathering is, it is not a classification of weathering, but the rate of weathering. Okay, weathering rates. This is something which will be, depending upon various types of weathering as well as the types of agents which are causing the weathering. Okay, for example, in even within the mechanical weathering only, all the process will not cause weathering at a same rate. Okay, so this is what the differences in the rate of weathering, that is arising due to the different types of rocks, textures, or other characteristics. That is known as what? That is known as differential weathering. Okay, for example, you'll consider this example. Say, for example, limestone. Limestone, the rock is same, but the moment the climate changes, okay, the moment the climate changes, what happens? The rate of the weathering rate, it changes in limestone. How it changes? That in wet climates, what will in monsoon areas, what happens? The limestone weathers quite quickly, but in summers or in dry areas, what happens? This limestone won't be weathering that quickly. Okay, so this is one example of the change in rate of weathering. So this is the differences in rate of weathering due to different kind of rocks or textures or any other external characteristics. That is known as what? Differential weathering. Okay, so this was all about weathering and how the formation, disintegration of rocks takes place, not the formation. The disintegration takes place. Okay, so we leave the lecture here, and that's all for today. Any doubt in this regarding all what we have studied right now?